Welcome to The Explainer. Now, if you're a business owner, a facility manager, or honestly just someone who geeks out over modern architectural design, you've probably noticed a massive shift in how our workplaces actually look and feel. I mean, gone are the days of those endless, dark, dreary drywall corridors, right? Today, we're unpacking exactly how to pull off this transformation with modern office glass partitions. We're going to walk through the exact decisions you need to make for an upcoming office renovation, using some fantastic insights straight from the specialists at VanGlaze out in Metro Vancouver. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's the roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll look at the modern workspace shift. Then, frameless versus framed systems. Third, choosing the right glass. 4, smart privacy solutions. And finally, number 5, installation and long-term value.
All right, part 1, the modern workspace shift.
To really understand why glass partitions are popping up everywhere, from your local medical clinic to the hottest tech startups, we have to look at how work itself has fundamentally changed. Modern businesses are rapidly ditching heavy, permanent drywall. And why is that? Well, because today, we prioritize spaces that encourage communication and absolutely maximize natural daylight. Glass doesn't just look pretty, it is highly functional. By letting sunlight travel deep into the core of a building, you instantly make a workspace feel so much larger and way more open. But here's the absolute kicker for any business that welcomes clients. A bright, well-organized workspace builds instant client trust. It just screams transparency and attention to detail. Plus, these systems totally improve your flexibility. If your company grows and you need to switch up the layout, modifying a glass partition is vastly less disruptive than tearing down and rebuilding traditional drywall.
Moving on to section 2. Frameless versus framed systems. Now, this is where we really get into the nuts and bolts of your office design. Once you've decided to go with glass, choosing the framing system is the very first major structural decision in your blueprint. And honestly, that choice is dictated entirely by your operational layout and your acoustic needs. On one hand, we have frameless partitions. These are all about that sleek, minimalist aesthetic. By minimizing the visible framing, the glass itself becomes the total focal point. This gives you maximum visibility and boasts a really fast installation time, which is just perfect for creative studios or tech companies wanting that seamless open concept vibe. On the other hand, we have framed partitions. These use engineered aluminum framing. With these, you gain premium structural stability and significantly enhanced sound insulation. Plus, these frames come in premium finishes like black, white, or anodized aluminum, making them hugely popular for financial institutions, law offices, and corporate headquarters.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is that there is no universal better system. It's all about what your specific priorities are. If you just need a rapid aesthetic upgrade, frameless is absolutely your go-to. It can often be completely finished in just a few days. But frame systems offer high acoustic separation. So if your top priority is maximum acoustic privacy for confidential conversations, let's say in a medical clinic or an executive boardroom, you absolutely want to invest the slightly longer engineering time required for a framed system.
All right, section 3, choosing the right glass. So now that we have the framework figured out, picking the actual glass type is the next crucial step. The frame holds it up, sure, but the glass, that guarantees your safety, your sound control, and the long-term performance of the whole shebang. Let's start with a baseline standard choice for modern offices: tempered glass. This is a specialized, heat-treated safety glass. It's significantly stronger than standard glass, and this is absolutely crucial for commercial building safety requirements. If it ever does experience a severe impact, it shatters into small, blunt fragments rather than those large, dangerous, sharp pieces. For most frameless partitions, interior walls, and standard office doors, tempered glass gives you the perfect combination of essential durability, safety, and a beautiful, clear aesthetic. But what if you need more than just a visual barrier? Well, that brings us to laminated glass. Think of this as your immediate acoustic upgrade. Instead of just one pane, laminated glass actually features 2 glass panels that are permanently bonded together with a transparent inner layer. And that inner layer, well, it's the magic ingredient. It's specifically designed to absorb sound vibrations as they literally try to travel through the glass. It's absolutely perfect for HR departments, private consultation rooms, and medical facilities where speech privacy isn't just a preference, it's a strict necessity. Plus, as an added bonus, that inner layer provides extra safety by holding any broken glass together upon impact. And then for the absolute pinnacle of acoustic control, we look at a double glazed system, which uses 2 independent panes of glass. Now, unlike laminated glass, which bonds the panes together, a double glazed system separates 2 independent panes with an insulating airspace. And here is the real secret to why this works so incredibly well. It's actually that pocket of dead air trapped right between the panes that kills the sound waves dead in their tracks. This provides the absolute maximum sound insulation available for glass walls. If you're designing a high-security office or an executive boardroom where highly confidential discussions are happening daily, this is the premium solution you're looking for sure.
Next up, Section 4, Smart Privacy Solutions.
This natural progression in glass types brings us to what is arguably the single biggest concern for office managers and business owners. How do we balance that airy, open concept feel with the strict need for workplace confidentiality? It brings up a question I hear constantly. Can glass partitions actually provide privacy? It's what we call the privacy paradox. People naturally assume that if they can see through it, it must not be private. But the definitive answer is yes. I want to totally reassure you right now, you absolutely do not have to choose between a bright, open office and a private one. You really can have both, and here's how.
We have an amazing spectrum of privacy solutions available to us today. Starting at the top with frosted glass, you get a permanently etched surface. It lets the light pour in, but provides continuous visual privacy, which is fantastic for things like medical exam rooms. Next is privacy film, which is incredibly flexible. You just apply it over existing glass, it costs less than replacing panels, and it can even feature your company's custom branding or logos. Then we step into the future with smart film and smart glass. Smart film uses electrical technology to change from transparent to opaque with just the simple touch of a button, literally making an open boardroom instantly private. But smart glass, this takes that same switchable technology and builds it seamlessly right into the glazing unit during manufacturing. It is a very cool, almost James Bond-esque luxury finish. And this brilliantly illustrates how smart businesses strategically mix and match these solutions in different areas of the exact same office. Finally, we arrive at Section 5. Installation and long-term value.
So, we've selected our frame, our glass, and our privacy tech. Now we really need to understand how this blueprint actually gets built in the real world, and why choosing a commercial glass specialist matters so much to your bottom line. VanGlaze uses this seamless 4-step process. It kicks off with a consultation and site visit to really understand your workflow and goals. But step 2 is where the magic really happens: final measurements. You see, here is a fun, slightly frustrating reality of commercial construction. Buildings are rarely perfectly square or perfectly level. Because of that, every single opening has to be measured precisely. Step 3 is custom fabrication, where the tempered glass and specialized sliding door hardware are manufactured to those exact millimeter measurements. And finally, step 4 is professional installation. That crazy precision in steps 2 and 3 is absolutely vital for clean, consistent joint finish when the glass is finally set into place.
And that level of precision, it translates directly into reliability. VanGlaze, who serves the entire Greater Vancouver area, we're talking everywhere from Surrey to West Vancouver, backs their custom installations with a 15-month workmanship and hardware warranty. Now, this is a crucial takeaway for anyone planning an office fit-out. Choosing the absolute lowest upfront price isn't always the best investment. Using premium quality safety glass, precision hardware, and experienced technicians gives you a vastly superior product, which ultimately means much lower long-term maintenance costs down the line. It's a real game changer. The team at VanGlaze actually sums up this entire philosophy perfectly. They say, our objective isn't simply to install glass walls. It's to create a workspace that supports productivity, reflects your brand, and continues to perform for years to come. And honestly, they hit the nail on the head. Whether you are outfitting a single executive office or executing a massive, multi-floor commercial fit-out, your space deserves bespoke treatment. A glass partition isn't just a wall, it's a functional design element that directly impacts how your employees feel and exactly how your clients perceive your brand. So I leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to stop treating your office as just a space and start treating it as an active tool for your success? If you're inspired to create a brighter, much more productive workplace in the Vancouver area, you can call VanGlaze at 604-906-4455 or visit them online at vanglaze.ca for a free consultation. You've got the blueprint now, you know all about the frames, the glass, and the privacy tech. It's time to let the light in and get that renovation started. Thanks so much for joining me on this